Joining me now to discuss is Florida Senator Rick Scott. Senator, welcome back to the show. We're excited to have you on. Let's start with Taiwan. The president seemed to navigate this really well in China. So what are the best ways here to avoid any future escalation? Because that is the goal, right? Preventing that.
Well, first off, you really have to commend President Trump. I mean, here's an individual that will talk to the bad guys, will do everything he can to support this country and support Americans and keep us safe. So I'm proud of what he tried to accomplish. I think I hope good things happen. You've got to trust but verify. But look, do I believe China's going to change? No, I really don't. They've committed to stop the fentanyl. They haven't. They've committed to buy our soybeans. They haven't. So I'm proud of President Trump. I hope the right things happen here, but I don't have high expectations. I'm disappointed that he was not able to bring Jimmy Lai back. I know President Trump worked his butt off to bring Jimmy back, but President Trump also stood up for allies. He stood up for Taiwan. He knows that we're going to continue to support Taiwan. I hope she understands that he messes around with Taiwan. I think he'll be surprised what happens.
Well, listen, there's no doubt about President Trump ensuring that he was exhibiting American dominance on the world stage with this visit. And Iran was also a big topic of conversation while over in Beijing. President Trump got a pretty big commitment from Xi, saying that China will not supply Iran with any weapons. Listen to what was said.
He said he's not going to give military equipment. That's a big statement. He said that today. That's a big statement. He said that strongly. But at the same time, he said, they buy a lot of their oil there, and they'd like to keep doing that. He'd like to see Hormuz Strait opened. I said, well, we didn't stop it. They did it, and then we stopped them.
All right, so no military aid for Iran and help potentially with the Strait, Senator. First of all, does that surprise you? And maybe I already know the answer to this question because you kind of said it a minute ago. Do you actually trust what China's saying there?
Well, I don't trust Xi. I mean, he's lied. I mean, Xi hasn't complied with anything. It doesn't matter whether he says it orally or says it in writing. He doesn't comply with anything. But President Trump is working his butt to get this done. First off, I applaud President Trump for protecting American lives. He did it yesterday with the second in command in ISIS that was killed. This president's going to defend American lives. So I hope Xi doesn't give the weapons. First off, it's not in China's best interest. The longer the Strait of Hormuz is closed, the more devastating it's going to be for the Chinese economy. They are completely reliant on oil from Iran. We are not. This president is strong. He's tough. You wouldn't want to be on the opposite side of President Trump. And I think Xi knows his match. And I think it's in his best interest to get the Strait of Hormuz open and stop giving weapons to Iran. The regime Iran has to change its ways. No nuclear weapons, no ballistic missiles. Stop killing Americans. Stop saying you're going to kill Americans. Stop helping the Houthis, Hezbollah, Hamas. And I think this president's going to make all that happen.
Well, trying to make this deal with Iran has no doubt been difficult. I think the whole world has seen that. And there's a worry that Tehran is only feigning diplomacy so that they can restore fighting strength. But our CENTCOM commander says that Iran has been cut off from its proxies. Listen.
And as we sit here today, there are no resources and equipment that are flowing from Iran to Hamas, Hezbollah, or the Houthis. Those transfer paths and methods have been cut off.
So we've cut them off, and you hear from our CENTCOM commanders as well. This military in Iran has been incredibly weakened. We know they have no Navy left. They have no Air Force left. So, Senator, what does Iran have actually left at this point? How long can they sustain themselves like this?
Well, I think President Trump's approach on the Strait of Hormuz is really smart because it's going to destroy their economy, their ability to continue to fund. So today, I'm very proud of the president and Admiral Cooper that what they've been able to do over there and all the men and women. Today there's no resources going. But make no mistake about it, Iran wants to rebuild its weapons. They still hate this country. They still want to kill us. They still want to destroy Israel. They still want to fund Hamas, Hezbollah, and Hamas and the Houthis. So we have got to make sure they never, ever have this. President Trump is doing the right thing here, and so I applaud him for what he's doing.
Yeah, that we'll keep the pressure on. I think that that's been pretty clear. This president will not take his foot off the gas here. Senator Rick Scott, thank you so much for joining us.
Nice seeing you, Laura. Bye-bye.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.